Hey guys, what's up? I am GojiFan98's and welcome back for another new video for today. Today, I am going to continue on for the next episode of GojiFan98's Godzilla-Thon. Today, I'm going to take a look at the 31st entrance in the Godzilla franchise and the 29th Godzilla film by Toho with Shin Godzilla. This is my all-time favorite movie from the new series, I don't know how I said it. Now, I know it started with the R, so I don't know how I said it. So yeah, I might call it the 4th series. So, this is my second Godzilla movie. I first saw it in theater, in the limited theater selection on October. I seen it in October 13th, and it was also my first Japanese Godzilla in theater. So, anyway, Shin Godzilla had an interesting history we're going to discuss about. Follow after Godzilla 2014 was a huge success for America. After Japan liked it, Toho decided how to bring their Godzilla back out of hibernation with his newest design. For Toho, they haven't been making any Godzilla movie after 12 years since Godzilla Final Wars. When I first heard about Toho's working on the next Godzilla movie, I was very excited that day. I was like, what? You guys are making more? Wow, after the 2014 movie, and now you're making more? So this will be the first time there are two Godzillas at the same time. The Japanese Godzilla and the American Godzilla are come together. Now for Shin Godzilla, it was directed by two directors, Akira Emoto and Shinji Higuchi. Also in 2017 GFX, I met Shinji Higuchi himself. And he's a really nice guy, and he was the best co-director of the movie. Previously, he was assistant special effects director for uncredited appearances in The Return of Godzilla, Saimara Jupiter, and working on with the Heisei Gamera trilogies, including working on GNK. And it was nice to have Higuchi working on the project. The music was handled by the same guy who worked on Neon Genesis and Evangelion, including Attack on Titan the movie. And Akira Emoto was he was the one working on Neon Genesis and Evangelion franchise, and he was the best man ever worked. And yes, I love Neon Genesis and Evangelion. I first saw it when it came on Netflix. Since I first heard about that show, I thought it was a movie, but it's just a show. Anyway, Emoto was supposed to be working on the 4th entrance for the rebuilt Evangelion series, but unfortunately the project was delayed when Emoto was working on Shin Godzilla at the time. And also I heard Emoto blamed Shin Godzilla for making the 4th Evangelion movie got delayed until he resumed working on the project in late 2016 after Shin Godzilla was released. When I saw the trailer when it first came, I was really excited and wondered what's Godzilla going to look like. The teaser poster showed Godzilla's footprints, and it looks very impressive. So, as I said, this is my second Godzilla movie I saw in theater when it came in the United States for the limited selection theater. And it was the best Godzilla movie I have ever seen, and I really love it. And the movie also contained nostalgia music from Akira Yuki's work, also be reused again. So yeah, and also that notice, they brought back one of the characters that was appearance in two different series of Godzilla franchise from the Showa series and the Heisei series. Goromaki character was returned in this entrance. But in this character, he was described he was a former professor in Japan. But this character was unseen in the movie, but all we seen his photo of him was photo doubled by the director who made Battle of Okinawa movie, including Blue Christmas movie, which actually Emoto was a big fan, late fan of that for that director. So, I really love the design for forms of Godzilla. The animated concept art was submitted to Toho working on it for the new Godzilla design, and it looks very impressive for my opinion. While the first form of Shin Godzilla was unseen in the movie, all we saw is his tail. While the second form appearing on land, he looks very impressive. His eyes is based off Google eyes. And the third form, when he was still on land, using the roar from the original Godzilla make an appearance, and he was all red color. In the deleted scene was never being showed in the movie, where he spit that fluid coming out of his mouth when it was burning anything. But that might be a good reason why they dropped it. And then the 4th form, he was the biggest Godzilla I have ever seen. He was 118.5 meters tall. He's taller than the legendary Godzilla until he gets grow bigger later. And he was the tallest Godzilla film to date. For biggest guy, and this Godzilla was portrayed by the motion capture student, motion capture actor, which is, I don't know who he is, but I put his name in the description below. As in, originally Godzilla was supposed to be a puppet and a summation like it did before, but they decided left it unused and only use it as a computer generator for the monster, with a motion capture actor like TJ Storm plays Godzilla in the legendary Godzilla film. So this Godzilla, his atomic breath was very incredible. I like the way his breath coming out of his mouth. And the one thing that's interesting, that he has laser come out of his back and his tail. I was like, wow, that's incredible. And his sound effects for a breath of fire out of him was actually based off Destroy Us, as his micro-oxygen beam sound effects was being used. And yes, this movie had decided to reuse the old special sound effects was being used from the Showa series in the Heisei. Well, the Heisei is for Destroy Us. His beam sound effects be used for Shin Godzilla's attack, including his fire breath sound from the Showa series. And the 1984 Godzilla's roar also could be heard before Godzilla was completely frozen by the blood coagulate during Operation Yashiro in order to prevent the reactor to prevent it to make Godzilla stay alive to be in hibernation. And also after Godzilla's attack on Tokyo, when he wasted huge amounts of energy, he will stop moving and prepare to stay in hibernation for 15 years to restore enough energy. And I really loved the music, and the music was really great, and I really enjoyed the music. Including early morning in Tokyo music was very impressive. I used it for my alarm clock, and it was pretty cool. Well, that's all I could think about that way. And also some fans believe that Toho canceled for a sequel to Shin Godzilla, which is that's part of her miscalculation, which is according to Wikizilla. They did not scrap that. They're just not ready for it yet. Well, Toho might be working on the next Godzilla film on their own for a different set, which is I put everything in the description you will have to understand. I really love everything in the story, and at the end of the movie, when Godzilla is still frozen in Tokyo, several humanoid skeleton with Godzilla's dorsal fin on his back and emerge out of Godzilla's tail, reaching out to the sky. Well, that kind of reminds me of Alien, from Alien's film that I used to love, the Alien franchise with Sigourney Weaver. So, that's all I have to say for Shin Godzilla. Stay tuned to next episode. I will reveal the beginning of the anime Godzilla trilogy with Godzilla Planet of the Monsters. Stay tuned. Bye.